Actually, you know what? Yeah, okay, you brought up a good point. Let's kind of just let's mix it up with something interesting, something fun, something I just whipped up. Has anyone heard of biomimicry? Yeah, biomimicry. Oh, sorry, you're not seeing my screen. I keep doing this. Hey, you're on the right track. So this is my biomimicry. Sorry, you cut off. So basically, biomimicry is just using nature as your inspiration to design something. So, bit of a quiz. This bird was used as an inspiration to design this bullet train in Japan. Who wants to take a guess? Tell me, how was the bird used as an inspiration for this train? Type it in the comments or yell it out. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Keenan, you had something? Yeah. Yeah. Did I show you guys this before or you know it? Oh, shoot. Okay, cool. Oh, man. All right. All right, cool. Um, biomimicry. From a what? From a what? Termite hill. Let's check it out. Burj Khalifa. Okay, cool. Oh, crap, sorry. Oh, I still wasn't sharing my screen. Oh, no, I took it off. Sorry, my fault. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't realize. So now, just as a quick starter to the lesson, um, let's go pick nature. Nature. All right, cool. So now, actually, pick an animal. Someone pick an animal. Ah, there you go. Have you ever seen this? Oh, okay. So, why is a cat tongue so hairy? Yeah, okay. Yep, cool. So now, someone give me an idea on how you can adapt this into a design of your own. Just off the top of your head. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, yeah. So like you've got a brush and you want to design it based on this natural occurrence on a cat's tongue because you found it to be quite effective. Nice. Okay, cool. Can anyone think of another idea of where you can adapt this cat's tongue onto another design or product? Yeah, okay, great. So like be a bit more specific. Tell me a bit more. I'm really interested. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So if anyone's ever like cut up meat before and because I used to be a chef, I had to scrape meat off bones just to get every bit of meat out, and it takes a lot of time. But maybe if you could use, what if you had like a glove, a glove that was and had like furs, like a cat's tongue, and you can just rub the bone to get rid of the meat easily. Who knows? Okay. And that's biomimicry. So something to consider in your own designs. If you can add this in as well, you sometimes you can't, but something good to have as well. That's a nice start to the lesson, I think. Something different. All right. So I'm sharing my screen. You should be looking at our classroom right now. Now, what we're going through today is this sentence. and this sentence is the main thing of the lesson. So these two sentences are the whole lesson summarized. If you don't remember out of anything in today's lesson, these two sentences will tell you everything that we did in today. Okay? So, excuse me. Manufacturing processes involve subtractive processes, additive processes, and formation or deformation processes. So subtractive means take away, like subtract. Additive means you add on. And formation and deformation means you turn it, transform it into something else. And manufacturing techniques use a variety of tools and processes. That's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Okay, so I'll say that again. This is the topic of today. If you don't remember anything, this sums up everything we do. Any questions on that so far? Okay, no worries. And I'm just going to clarify a few things in the assessment task. And success criteria. So what you're going to do today, this is what you do. Create a Google Doc for today's class, week 2, Monday. And you're going to summarize chapter 11.1 and 11.2. Each one, I want you to tell me in about 2 to 3 sentences what chapter 1.11 is and 1.2 is. Okay? Where you can find that, can you please open that now? Can you go to classwork, chapter 11? Okay. I'll give you just 30 seconds to open that up. So open up chapter 11, you can do that now. Opening chapter 11. Alright, 30 seconds. Can you refresh your page? You're welcome. I'm such a hacker. Alright, okay. Now in homework, again, I'll just give homework about once a week. You're going to do a Tinkercad project. You're just going to draw just a spanner. Okay, just drawing a spanner. This guide is pretty good and it's easy to follow as well. If you get stuck, if you don't know what you're doing, just give it a go. Okay, if you're really stuck and you're still not sure, just give it a go. I don't care if it's not finished or if it looks rubbish, just give it a go. That's all I ask. Okay, but if you can finish it, by all means, that's much better. And what you need to do, you need to finish reading chapter 11 by Thursday. Okay, so that's going to help you with today's and over the coming lessons. Alright, so let's make our Google Doc, week 2, Monday. Let's go ahead and do that. Drive.google.com. What? Really? Anyone else having the issue? Did you scroll down? Where are you? Does anyone else have that issue? Yeah. Can you see it on my screen? Rich? Yeah, so you click on classwork, click on chapter 11. Is anyone else having that issue? Or Richard, can you click on this? Alright, so now click on New. Let's go to Google Docs. We're making a document. Week 2, Monday. Okay. Alright. If you can make this doc before class and put in the success criteria and lesson intentions, that would make things go a lot faster. I don't like having to take up the whole hour. Okay, so this is what you should have now. I'll give you 30 seconds. Okay, if you want me to do that again, I can show you. Just call out. Alright, 10 seconds. Well done, thank you. Sure, how are you going? Sure, you okay? Alright. Okay, so let me just check the Zoom chat. Anyone's said anything? Velcro. Okay, yeah, Velcro. Okay, now let's go through chapters 11.1. Alright, so the title of this is Investigating Manufacturing and Production Processes. So, manufacturing, quite simply, is about making things, and production is just, well, it's the whole process of making things and forming things from raw materials into the actual product. Alright, you're going to read most of this, but in the interest of time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just go through some of the key points. Alright, I'm going to summarize. So, I'll read out let's read out this first paragraph here, okay? Richard, do you want to read out this first paragraph, please? Thank you very much.
Understanding the fundamentals of manufacturing and production processes is important to it as well. It is related to concept, to come up with a concept that is making facilities to be produced or producing environment. Therefore, it is important to have an understanding of what is feasible within the world of current manufacturing and all the various
Okay. Okay, thank you. So, basically, it's just saying that we need to have an understanding of what we can use to manufacture. Okay, Keenan, you want to read the next part, please? Okay, so so all people, engineers, fashion designers, all people have some input in the process of manufacturing. So they all need to use various tools for manufacturing, so they need special tools to do their job well. Okay. Victor, next one, please.
This process as well, but often the design manner is also a doctor
A tradesperson.
person or scientist as part of the requirement they are required to perform the design process. Smarter business
Smarter business. Recognize.
awareness the value of
Qualified
qualified
specialists.
specialists who understand design.
Principles. Okay. Principles. Well done. Thank you. So, now, what do I mean by processes? What is meant by processes? Stages, okay. Stages, okay. Anyone else have any thoughts? Process. What does a process mean? We did it last time. We mentioned this last time. Steps. Yep, steps, yes. Keep going. Steps on how to make something. Okay. Yes. So a process is just a series of steps or a procedure. Oops. Procedure or actions that lead to a goal. Okay. A series of steps or procedure or even actions that lead to a goal. Now, in that paragraph, you should have the textbook, you should have your own version of the textbook in front of you, as you had clicked on. In that paragraph that Victor just read, how is a doctor a designer? Yeah, so that paragraph that Victor just read, they said that they said that the designer is also an engineer, doctor, tradesperson, or scientist. What do they mean by that? Let me hear Richard first, and then I think Bilal wanted to chip in. So Bilal, Richard, go in. So, yeah. So give me an example. Give me an example. You're definitely correct. That is great. What similar things do they do, or what similar skills would a doctor have and a designer have? You said the right thing, but tell me how it's the same or similar. Creativeness. Okay. All right. All right, Bilal, you had something. How can a doctor also be a designer? Oh, no worries. Victor, you were about to say something? Well done. That is excellent. So, they both, um, they both, um, they both aim to fulfill a need. for a client, okay, or client or customer. So they both aim to fulfill a need for a client or customer. Richard, what is the need? Tell me how a doctor does this. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, yep, yep. Okay, so they both are able to aim to fulfill, or they both fulfill a need for a client or customer. So depending on the doctor, if it's a brain doctor or a knee doctor, they would fulfill the client's need for their brain or their knee. Okay, now if a doctor doesn't know what's wrong with you, with one type of test, what are they going to do next? Okay, and if they still didn't find out, what are they going to do next? Yeah, okay, so they're going to run different tests to try and find to try and fulfill a need. So they perform multiple tests. How do designers perform multiple tests? Let's say with a shoe. Prototypes, yeah, exactly right. What else? Different design ideas. Okay, that's more idea generation. But if you have a prototype or if you have a model in front of you, how are you going to test it? Yeah, like in rain. Yeah, in rain, in mud. Yeah, they can get humans to actually put it on and try it. They can even test the materials to see how strong or durable it is. Just like doctors and designers, they both perform multiple tests. All right. Um, what about um, what about what about performing research? Do both doctors and designers perform research? Yeah. How? So designers may do it by using surveys and interviews, and also the online articles. And doctors, how would they perform research? Yeah, by doing tests. Use tests or um, government websites. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I can ask a colleague as well. All right. So a doctor is also like a designer, or in that article, in that section, a tradesperson or a scientist is also like a designer because they follow the design process. Does anyone recall the design process? What is the design process? So from the very first part, let me okay. Okay, so the very first part in design, what we do is establish or know what is the problem or need. And then at the very end, we give the product or design solution to the customer, and then we final evaluation. Okay. Does anyone know the steps in between knowing what the problem and need is to doing your final evaluation? Does anyone know any of these steps in between? Yep, so idea generation. Yep. Identify the need. Okay. What else? So after you generate ideas, you've got many ideas. What do you need to do next? Oh, sorry. So I'm putting it in the right order, but so there's something else in between here, and there's some other things in between here. So analyzing to see if the ideas are fulfilling the need, is that what you said? Okay, so that would involve research. Okay. Testing, yeah, testing. So idea generation and then testing the okay. So we've got so many ideas. How do I get it down to just what do I do next with my so many ideas? Sorry. Was that Yu Zhenfeng? Were you gonna say something? I'm trying to hear your voice in like the split second. Yeah, go on. Filter your ideas. Yeah, thank you. Richard, what were you gonna say? Okay, cool. So if you want to speak, that's fine. Just say something, and I'll try to pick out your voices. Yeah, I'm just doing my best to try and hear who's trying to chime in. Yeah. So we have many different ideas. Then we solution select the most appropriate idea. Okay, and then yep. Okay, final design. Oh yeah, actually yeah, final design. That's right. Final design, ideas, and then final design. Select the final design, test the solution or idea, and then give the product or design solution to the customer and final evaluation. So can you please like take a photo of this or type this in your own document, because this is actually really critical. This is something back from chapter 1. This is the design process, and this is what you'll be doing in your own design folio. So we identify a need, we perform research about the need, or about materials, or about existing ideas, and then you generate ideas. What ideas can you come up with? What ideas have you seen? Then you select the most appropriate ideas. Which 3 would be your best ones? Then you select one of them. Which one is your best one and why? And then you test it. If you test it and it's good, Bilal, if you test it and it's good, what do you do next? Yes? Oh yeah, true. Let's do it once I hit the end. Okay. Richard. So once I test this, once I test my final idea, um, once I test my final idea, and it's good, what do we do next? Yeah. And if it's not good, yeah, which is not also known as what? Well done. What kind of evaluation? Also known as? Starts with F. It's called formative evaluation. Yeah, formative evaluation. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Okay, let's split off for a bit. Come back at a short break. 2:40. Come back at 2:40, and I'll start then. Cool. If you feel like that you're still able to keep going, have a read of just keep reading on. Keep reading on. I should have a breakthrough. It's probably a good thing. All right. No, 1 minute to go. So is anyone gonna go do something for Freedom Day? No? Okay, cool. Okay, so let's get started. It's 2:40. Alright, so there are three main categories of manufacturing. Let's think of it as either subtractive, additive, or formation or deformation. So, when you think of subtractive, what do you think of? When you think of the word subtract? Yeah, 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 so to take away, that's right. So this is where the process are applied to the raw material, where materials are removed in order to achieve its final shape. So you take away something from the material to give it its shape. A process just means action. So this is where an action is done to the material and you achieve something. So additive process means you add something to it. So where processes are applied to the raw material, or in other words, where an action is done to the raw material, where materials are added to achieve its shape.
So
Yep.
you can also be repulsion.
Yeah, true. That's true. So you can add a function. Actually, yeah, okay, that's true. but this is more on the manufacturing part. So remember how this is more in the fashion. Select the final design. I forgot. Make the final design. I forgot that part. So we're looking at this stage now. So this is about manufacture. Manufacture is making or producing. But with function, your function is in this section. So if you're adding a function to it, you're adding something, another idea onto the design. Whereas in this section here, we already know what our design is, and we're adding materials to it. Okay. So this one, the design is already made, is already final. This one here, the design is not final. So I add a function to here. This I don't add functions to this. I add the materials, or I take away materials. And deformation processes is where materials just change the shape. Okay. I'll leave you to have a read through this, because yeah, you'll still definitely need to understand this section. And I will just briefly go through this part here. So as to make this stone was an additive or subtractive or deformation process occurring to make this stone wheel. What do you think? Is this what is additive? Sorry, Zanfeng, what did you say? Subtractive, yeah. So this is a subtractive process. There was a huge stone, and then they took away all the other stones around it. Okay. So what about this one? They would have to use additive processes to make this. Would they? And what else? Yeah, formation and deformation processes. Because the metal had to be bent and shaped to make this. Alright, as with these as well. Okay. Alright, so what we did today, our main, if you didn't really get anything, this is what our lesson was on. Okay, manufacturing processes involve subtractive processes, additive processes, and deformation or formation processes. A process is just a series of steps or procedure or actions that lead to a goal. Or think of the word actions. Okay. Okay. So I went through the homework already, and now I just want to clarify some things in the assessment task. Where is it? You asked me about research, and I've included that not as another section, but I just added it in just like that. Okay. It's only like 3 extra dot points. It actually looks like a lot, but it's actually a lot easier because I'm telling you exactly what you need to put in. Okay. If I just had it like this, like that, it wouldn't really help you because you don't know what to put in. But now you know exactly what to do, exactly what to put in. So it doesn't actually look, it looks like a lot, but it's actually making your life easier. Okay, I'll get rid of that. Apart from that, that's pretty much it from me. And this part here I'll have to go through next lesson. Okay. Just hang around before I need to take the roll. Okay. Alright, okay. I've marked the roll. If you have any questions, just hang around. Yes, Bilal. Alright, see you guys. No, I don't want to. I generally take a bit too long with my classes, and I just you know what? Next time I'm gonna start exactly at 2:05. So yeah, so I think that'll just move things a lot quicker. I think I seem to be starting at about quarter past. So okay, it's okay. I'm not stressed. I'm just I just wanna make sure I just yeah, I'm not stressed. It's all good. Okay, all good. Hang around if you want to talk or chat or say something. If not, you're welcome to go. Thanks, gentlemen. No, just make sure you get the homework done by the end of the week. Cool. Alright, see you later. Well done. Say that again. Uh, yeah, create the same thing on the video.